Incremental greetings. Let's continue the Supermemo Course, the Pleasurable expansion. Now Fowl has introduced the element parameters window, and now it's time to cover the title, because it's not as obvious as it may seem. So now we have this case, Melanie Barnett, put new knowledge here, exclamation mark. And it's this one, I see it in the knowledge tree. Nice.
So it's like 3 per 1.2 and by.
He doesn't cover that explicitly, so let me show that to you. Okay, that's a good example. The beginning of infinity from David Deutsch. So what happens here is that the title is too long, it gets cropped, but it gets cropped on the knowledge tree. The title continues. Okay, first, remember this is the element window. In the element window, I already have the title. Science is the engine that pulls humanity forwards. We started out on and a dot. Because Supermemo has a limit of how long the title can be. If I press now Ctrl+Shift+P, the element parameters, I need to scroll horizontally, but it ends on the same place. So basically, by default, it will start the same thing than the text. Oxymoron, out on, ends here. So it will continue, was the timeless principles of wealth, Okay, same thing, a book that, it's all of this is the title, if you see that. Then, I can rename it, I can go here, and I can, let's say, edit that out. Do you see now the title? Ends on reasoning, ends here. Okay. Then I want to edit the first one. I actually don't need to go to the element parameters window. I can just click, that will be enough. And I get rid of that. Moving forward. Do you see now it's just this? If now I go to the element parameter window, I only see this title. Nice. Usually that's not required. Don't invest time on incremental reading, just get the automatic titles. Then, what could happen? Let me go to a different place. Human contingency learning. You maybe click this, sometimes you messed up by accident. But, oops, what happened here? So what happened here? By accident, I deleted the title. But a title has what is called a placeholder. It's the same thing if I create a brand new topic, I get the same thing. Basically, is the date, the hour, the exact hour in precise of seconds, and then the element number and the collection name. This collection is called learning. You can know that because here you also have the collection name, learning. And the element number, how I know that? And I get also the element number, that this is unique. At any point in time, it will be unique. That doesn't mean if you delete elements that number will be reduced. So what is today 29,379 could be a different element in the future. This has some limitations, by the way. I have this video when I generally discovered that Supermemo reduces vacant element numbers and leads to useless password load subsets. We will see this eventually, what is a subset and a workload specifically. But just to let you know, feel free to check this video, that you should not rely on element numbers at all. Here you have a reason why you shouldn't. Then let's continue. So when I start a new item or a new topic, it becomes, the title is a placeholder, but if I don't rename it, as soon as I start typing hello, do you see now the title is hello? There. And if I delete it, hey, now that it's gone, what is this weird thing? It's because it adds some color. Do you see there's some color that now I get rid of it? So when it becomes empty, now I have the placeholder of the HTML component, and it will be the size that I forgot. Yeah, the size, I think it's F, that means it's black or white, depends if I'm using the dark mode or light mode. the size, name, and so on. Actually, let me check that. Yeah, the font family, the size, and the color, and the paragraph. This is a limitation. So if you see something like that, in a different color, different size, or whatever, but this structure, you know that it was an HTML component that is empty. Why? It's by design. It's not a bug, by the way. It's by design. Because back in the day, some decades ago, that was done on purpose to save space. Because having HTML meant more characters, then more storage space. And it was enough, it was so scarce that just nitpicking those extra characters was worth it. Today it's, come on, it's an overkill. That's the reason for it. But don't spend time renaming this title, because as soon as you start typing again, it gets renamed. That's not true if I rename this myself. So if I have this one, and I rename it as hello, and now I start typing, and I say incremental greetings, stays on hello. It loses the synchronization forever, absolutely forever. What you could do if you really want to have this sync again, synchronization, is that I delete, you may want to do this, to delete the title. That's not what I expected, bro. Here you go. So temporarily, it is an empty character, but as soon as you edit the text, it resynchronizes. So now if I delete greetings and only incremental, here you go, it's synchronized. By the way, let me actually change the font because the contrast is quite low. Then, special case about tasks. I will do something crazy. Reading and task extract. So yes, strictly speaking, I mentioned in a video about tasks that you cannot get tasks generally from incremental reading. Yes, you can, but it's extremely obscure that there's not even a key binding for it. But what happened here is that the name becomes the selection. For incremental, I set Remen. And here I have a description. It's a property, if you remember, the second tab. So the description is independent of the title, right? Let's check that. Okay. Seems like that, right? And I have hello. Nice. Now let's do something crazy. And now let's do something else. Let me create a new topic. Without renaming it, I will convert it to a task. Hey, now the description is automatically the same as the title because I created this preemptively. It's not that it's already a task from the start. It is a topic, then it's converted to a task. That means that when it starts with a topic, already has a title and is a placeholder. So now, as soon as I press OK, what happened now? The title and the description are exactly the same. Okay, now let me duplicate this. Let's just start with a duplicate. Now I will just edit the description. The description will say hello. But the title is untouched. What's going to happen? Hey, now the title of the task is the same as its description because it was empty. Let's do it the other way around. I create a new topic. I convert it. Stays the same. Okay. Now again, but now instead of the description that it will match the title, I will edit the title. And here I will say hello from the title. What's going to happen? Yes, the title gets renamed as expected, but not the description. So remember that. The description affects the title when the title is the placeholder for tasks, but not the other way around. If I edit the title, the description will still have the placeholder. And yet, once again, what if I do it at the same time? So I convert the topic to a task. I cannot do it at the same time. because already creates the second tab with the description. So I have no opportunity, right? Well, what I can do, let me cancel by the way. What I can do is first edit the title, hello topic, because it's still a topic, and now I convert it to a task. Oh, I was not expecting that. The description is still the placeholder, not the title. That's the difference if I save, or while I quit the dialog that is implicitly save the content, and then I open it again, the behavior is different. Because look at how it is still in the knowledge tree. It hasn't updated yet. It doesn't say hello topic. It's still the placeholder. Now that I click OK, up, I was not expecting that. What happened? The element title is hello topic, and the description becomes hello topic, but on the knowledge tree is still the placeholder. Let me save again. Nope. I need to click somewhere else. As soon as I click somewhere else, it refreshes. So again, in Supermemo, sometimes it doesn't refresh right away. You just need one action. Clicking anything else in the element window, it will refresh it. Sometimes you need to close the window and summon it again. And sometimes it's collection-wise. When you convert a concept to a topic, for instance, that you need to quit, to close down the collection and start it again in order to make the refresh. So there are different layers of how bad Supermemo refreshes the user interface. Imagine that. I covered more or less all of the use cases. There are more niche cases. You can edit the title in bulk and other things, but most of the cases will be like that. So if you see the placeholder, it's because there's no title. Why there is no title? You created this right away, you deleted by mistake, and so on. And if, in case you really want to make titles yourself, bear in mind if it's a topic or it's a task and so on. And one last thing that I won't cover now, I will just mention it. Do you see this? This is a folder, 2024. All of those subfolders have a unique title, but I haven't named them. This is automatic. It's a function called regroup in folders, which as a consequence, it will rename all of the children. That's all you need to know about how titles behave for elements in Supermemo. See you in the next video.